So this is what we learned last week, okay? This week, this is the new stuff I would write down, okay? So the new properties, if I have a vertex inside the circle, I'm gonna do arc plus arc. Okay. Okay, so if I were taking notes, what I would do is I would write down, and I'll write it bigger for you. I would write 2 times the angle equals arc plus arc, okay? Another way that you can say this, and this is the way that I remember it, is I say angle equals arc plus arc plus arc divided by 2. Arc divided by 2. Yep, this is the dog one. Arc divided by 2. Okay. And so what that means is you're going to take this angle, I'm sorry, this arc, add it to this arc, and then divide by 2. And that's going to give you what the angle is on the inside. Okay, so here it is. For this example, we've got 75 plus 15, and then we're going to divide it by 2, and that's going to give us 45, which is what this angle is in the inside. Okay. Okay, now, if you have a vertex on the outside of the circle, okay, if you have a vertex on the outside of the circle, so this point like way out here, okay, what you're going to do is do big arc minus little arc, and that's going to be twice the angle. The way I memorize this formula is I say big minus baby divided by 2. So what that means in my mind is the big arc minus the baby arc equals this angle. Big arc minus the baby arc divided by 2 equals this angle. So 130 minus 50 divided by 2 equals 40. 130 minus 50 divided by 2 equals 40. Yep, you subtract first and then you divide. Okay. Again, you don't have to write down all of these examples. If you want to just write one down, that'll be enough. Okay, so we're going to work this example. So take a second, draw a beautiful circle. Okay. You got 2 lines. You got 55 chilling on the outside, and you got 175 for this arc. Okay, now we have the vertex inside the circle. Okay, remember the vertex inside the circle is talking about this one right here, this middle part right here. Okay, and we're trying to figure out what this angle is. So what we're going to do is we're going to do arc minus arc divided by 2. Arc divided by 2. No, listen, just let it happen. Okay. So what are we going to do here? We're going to say 175. Y'all can't see that. We're going to say 175 minus 55 divided by 2. So what's 175 minus 55? 120. And then we're going to divide by 2. So what is that going to give me? Fantastic. So if this is 60, take a second, finish writing that down, and then try the next one. Okay, so what you're going to do on this one is you're actually going to add. Somebody caught me. So sorry. I apologize. Okay, so if I do 175 plus 55, what am I going to get? 230. And then 230 divided by 2 is what?
115.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. My bad. It's been one of those days, guys. Okay, so on this next one, we have the angle. Oh, wait. Okay, so we have the angle. We have this arc, but we don't know this arc. So what we're going to do is we're going to say 90 plus question mark divided by 2. And we know that that equals 112. Okay. So now we're going to solve for question mark. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to multiply by 2. And so that'll give me 90 plus question mark. What's 112 times 2? 224.
Yes.
And then we're going to subtract 90 from both sides. And what does that give you?
That gives you
134. So this arc right here is 134.
Wait, how come you're gonna add 90 and 112 together?
Because this is the angle. Remember, this is the arc right here.
Oh.
Yep. Okay. On the outside of the circle, we're going to solve for the missing value. Okay, so vertex on the outside of the circle, what's the formula for that one?
Big arc minus little arc divided by 2.
Big minus baby divided by 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the big arc is right here, which is 145. The baby arc, which is right here, is 55. And we're going to divide it by 2. So what's 145 minus 55? Okay. And 90 divided by 2 gives me what?
45. 45.
45. Okay. So my angle right here is going to be 45. Okay. Go ahead and take a moment and try the next one. Go ahead and take a moment and try the next one. On the next one, though, it's missing one thing. It's not telling us what the baby arc is, right? Well, how do we figure that one out? Say again. So subtracting, right? Okay. So I would take 360 because that's a whole circle. I would subtract 252. And that would give me what this baby arc is.
108.
I don't know. That's on my head. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. 108. Okay. So go ahead and take a moment and solve for X. Okay. Take a moment. Okay. So if we have 252 for the big arc. Oh my God. Why are you not writing? Come on. Sorry. If we have 252 for the big arc minus 108 and we divide it by 2, what did y'all get?
72.
72 is X. Okay. Good. All right, let's take a look at the next part. If this will click. All right. So now we're taking it up a notch. Now we're dealing with expressions. Okay, this is where you're gonna see most of your stuff. So I would pay attention. This is where it starts getting tricky. Okay, so we want to find angle CDE. Yeah, we want to find angle CDE. That looks real weird. CDE. That's not listed right. So let's change that angle. That's DCE. I apologize. Okay, so what you're gonna do is we have two chords that are intersecting. We got a vertex on the inside. So we're gonna use which formula?
Arc plus arc.
Arc plus arc divided by 2. Okay, so we're gonna take 50 plus 30x minus 4. And then we're gonna divide it by 2 and set that equal to 17x plus 9. Okay, so that's a lot of math. Yeah. Okay, so here it is again. We're gonna take, and I'll write this up a little bit higher and in a different color because I know you can see. You've got 50 plus 30x minus 4 divided by 2 equals 17x plus 9. In order to solve for x, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to multiply by 2. Okay, that cancels this out. I get 50 plus 30x minus 4. On this side, what's 17 times 2? X, and then 9 times 2, which is, okay, now we're going to get our x's on one side and our numbers on the other. So 50 minus 4 is going to give us 46 plus 30x equals 34 plus 18. Again, we're going to get our x's on one side. And I'll show you it in just a second and I'll explain. This will give me 4x on one side. And on the other side, this is going to give me, what's 46 minus 18?
46 minus 18 is 28.
Thank you. Divided by 4 is going to give me x equals 7. Now, let me clarify though. Huh? Yeah, I'll go back over it. Okay. So really quick, what I did was I took this arc, added it to this arc, and divided by 2. And I set that equal to this angle. Then I just solved like I normally did. Okay, hopefully at this point in your mathematics career, you know how to solve. Okay, yep, I'm expecting you to know it. Now, x equals 7. That's not what they asked us for. They asked us for the measurements of DCE. So for DCE, what we're going to do is we're going to actually plug back in. We already changed it. Yep. Okay. For this angle, we're going to plug back in. So that's going to give me 17 times 7, which is going to give me what?
149.
And then plus 9 is going to give me what? 158. Okay. Now, I know that's a lot of work. Okay. These are the ones that you're going to see most often. Okay. Yeah. You got -7. Is everybody understands how we set up the equation? Everybody understands how we get to 7. When we plug 7 in, this should have given you 119 plus 9. When you add that together, that's going to give you 128. Okay, so we're going to start with this next one. Okay, so on this next one, we've got 3x minus 4 right here. We've got x plus 4 right here and 28. We're trying to figure out what the measurement of this arc is. So what formula am I going to use? Well, I'm going to use big minus baby divided by 2 equals the angle. Okay, so I'm going to set that up for you, and then I'm going to give you a second to solve it. So that's going to be 3x minus 4 minus x plus 4 divided by 2 equals 28. Notice how I put this in parentheses. So that means that I'm going to distribute that negative. So this will become 3x minus 4 minus x minus 4 over 2 equals 28. I want you to take a moment. I want you to solve for x and plug it back in. Tell me what DE is. Take a second. Try that one on your own. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take 3x minus x, and that's going to give us 2x. -4 minus 4 is going to give us -8. And divided by 2. Now, when I'm solving for x, I'm going to multiply by 2 on both sides first. And 2 times 28 is going to give me what? Okay. I'm going to add 8 to both sides. And so 56 plus 8 is going to give me 64. I'm going to divide by 2. Did everybody get x equals 32? Yeah. John Jason, what's up?
So I thought it would be like a positive 4 and a negative.
For this one,
Yeah, so both negative.
remember you got to distribute that negative because when you minus the baby arc, that's the whole thing, right? So we're going to distribute it to that other 4 as well, not just to the x. Does that make sense?
Positive.
It would become negative. Yeah. What's up, babe?
I thought you were supposed to divide 2 at the start.
If you want to divide it right here, that's okay. Like right here.
No, like up there, like 3x minus 4 minus x minus 4. So you're supposed to divide 2? Yeah.
Well, you want to combine what's up on the top first and then divide by 2. So you could have gotten like right here and you could have said, well, 2x minus 8 divided by 2, that's going to equal x minus 4 equals 28. And then you could have solved from there. Is that what you're talking about? Okay. Yes. Okay. So right here, you're saying this negative, distributing it, that's a -1. Yeah? What do you mean? Shh. Okay. You good? Okay. John Jason.
Why did you multiply 2 and 28 by 2?
Because I had a 2 in the denominator. So I have a 2 on this side and 2 on this side in order to get rid of this 2 in the bottom. Did you get 32? Yeah. 30 x equals 32. If you got x equals 32, you did it right. There's like 2 different ways to solve this out. Yeah, babe.
I got 28 as x. I don't know if I'm wrong or what you did right here, where you said you wrote down 3x minus 4 minus x minus 4 when it's supposed to be minus 4 minus x plus 4. So you got 9 minus 8 instead of 0.
So this negative needs to make sure that it's distributed to that
No,
4
'cause
too.
Right underneath that one, right there.
This,
No, above that one.
this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the arts, it's x plus 4 and then 3x minus 4. So you wrote 3x minus 4 and then x minus 4.
So, okay,
So it's
you take this big, which is 3x minus 4, right? Yeah, okay. So you got 3x minus 4 minus inside this little one is x plus 4. Okay, so that's going to be in parentheses x plus 4, right? That's what you mean. And then when you have this negative out in front of a parentheses, you would distribute it, right? Okay, so what part?
because you wrote down you wrote down minus where it was supposed to be a plus, so that got you -8, but they should cancel each other out.
No, because this is now negative. Because I distributed that negative to a positive. Yeah. Okay, let me show you. Okay, we all agree that this is 3x minus 4. We all agree that this is x plus 4.
Yes.
With me? Okay, so this is going to be 3x minus 4 minus the baby arc, which is going to be x plus 4, right? We know that if we have a negative out front, we have to distribute it to everything that's inside that parentheses. So what's -1 times x? That'll make that -x, right? What's -1 times 4? Okay, so now I've got 3x minus 1x. What does that give me? 2x. Okay, and -4 minus 4 is -8. 4 plus 4 would be 8. They both have a negative. So that's going to be a -8. Jared, is that what you're saying? Am I missing something? You sure? Okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, go ahead. Okay, so now that we've got x equals 32, now that we got x equals 32, we still want to plug back in here. So we're going to get 3 times 32 minus 4. So what's 3 times 32? And 96 minus 4 is going to give me what? Okay, so you should have gotten 92 for your arc. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'd like for you to do, we're not going to play tic-tac-toe, but what I'd like for you to do is just get a little bit of practice. I want you to try this one up on the board. Okay, so I want you to take a moment on your paper, write this down and try it.